What's up, guys? Gonna do a few unboxings for you. If you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you kind of know what I've been doing, but I'll just unbox all this stuff. First one, this is a package from eBay. I bought several stuff off of eBay in anticipation for my AR. I actually placed the order for the Daniel Defense version 11 upper Monday morning from a website called Grab-A-Gun. I hope everything works out fine with them. But they had the upper I wanted really cheap, so I decided to go with them. After reading some reviews on the Facebook, I kind of got a little worried, and then I read some posts on Reddit. It's kind of mixed reviews as far as their service goes, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and kind of wait it out and hopefully end up with a sweet upper for a really decent price. So this is from eBay. Kind of researched different lubes for AR-15s, so I just went with one of the popular ones. This is Frog Lube. Apparently smells minty. We'll find out. Yep, it does smell pretty minty, but I was just researching different lubes, so I'll probably test several different ones, but I'm a novice, or beginner rather, AR shooter. Haven't really shot many ARs. I've probably only shot like 2 mags out of a buddy's AR, so it's going to be a new experience for me, so I'm probably just going to test as much different stuff as I can with the help from the internet. So internet is really great use, especially Reddit or the AR-15 forums. I usually frequent those when I'm researching other various items and stuff like that. So that's when we use. As far as my upper build goes, I'm going with the, again, version 11 upper from Daniel Defense. I picked up a set of the Daniel Defense fixed sights, and then I have that Daniel Defense aim point mount with the primary arms micro on it, and that's probably going to be optics I'm running for that. This next package is from SKD Tactical. Let's see here. As you guys know, I am switching to Ranger Green for my belt kit anyways. So I sold off my multicam stuff and pretty much getting the identical setup but in Ranger Green this time. So this is the S-Tac Kiwi, the shorty. Take those mouse clips out. It's a shorty. Really like this pouch on my old belt kit. I had it in multicam, but so pretty much getting the same thing in Ranger Green. So there's that. And I did have the S-Tac double pistol pouch on my old MRB as well. Again in Ranger Green. Pretty standard affair there. I think that's all I ordered from SKD Tactical. So there's that. Let's see, next one. This is from Amazon. This is going to be, I think, my holster for my Glock 19. I decided on. I actually ordered a UBL, the mid-ride UBL for it. This is actually a freezable lunch bag thing. These things are really cool. I use these when I go to school, and carries my protein drink when I work out at school. Had to get one of those. Let's see here. Yep, here's the holster I went with. I was going to get the 6280. It's the one with the hood, but I went with the 6378. Mainly because it was cheaper, and it doesn't have the hood, but it does have the it locks over the ejection port, so I'll probably do a video on that probably once my belt kit is completed, since I don't have the UBL for this yet. But that's the holster I'm going to be using for the Glock 19. And finally, a set of the Magpul dummy rounds. These are the flat dark earth ones. Pretty much bought these just to have something to test. I have some snap caps for my Glock 19 that I used to test magazines with, just to make sure everything's working. So I got these for the AR-15 just to make sure everything's working with my PMags once I get the upper and stuff in. And last but not least, certainly not least, a package from Crye Precision. which will be the Crye Precision MRB. Let's see here. In Ranger Green. Or just green if you're Crye Precision. Really cool belt. I love my MRB, the multicam one, but since I'm transitioning to kind of real steel setup, I went with Ranger Green for a belt kit. There's the tag for you. Inner belt, I did have a Tyr Tactical one, the Gunfighter as an inner belt on my multicam MRB. I think with this one I ordered a Emdem, the Emdem MM, I think CM belt or something like that. It's like the Military Morons collaboration with Emdem. It's kind of like a duty belt system that they made. Decided to get that as the inner belt because it's a really rigid belt, and also has that Snapdragon buckle that releases really quickly and is really secure. So I'll do a video. I think I got an email that said my order with Emdem was back ordered like 3 to 4 weeks. So the belt and the dump pouch are both on that order, so I won't have those for a little bit. So right now I'm going to kind of piece together the belt kit with the holster. I'm going to run the 6378 on the UBL down here. And then the dump pouch will go on the rear again, and then I'll have the shorty rifle and then the double pistol pouch here. So yeah, that was the unboxing. Stay tuned for other videos. Working on getting my Mark 17 put together. I was going to sell my Mark 17, but after researching the GBB, the gas blowback Mark 17s are pretty far off. And I don't really want to be an early adopter for one of those because usually the first production models have some issues. So I think I'm going to stick with the VFC AEG for now. My ABS is almost complete. I've got one more pouch coming in for that, for the 7.62 setup. Actually, I'll go get it right now. Alright, this is what I have for the Mark 17 right now. I got the Crye Precision 7.62 flap. Really sweet pouch, or flap rather. Holds 3 Mark 17 magazines. I don't think this flap would hold HK 417 magazines. Those magazines are quite a bit bigger. With this flap, you're pretty much restricted to Mark 17 or SR25 style magazines. They would probably fit the Magpul, the 20LR heavy magazines. They'd probably fit those just fine, but anything bigger like the HK 417 I don't think is going to fit with this flap. But a really cool setup. It's about as low profile as the M4 flap that they have, so carrying a heavy weapon system, not much different than your standard AR configuration as far as that. Tyr Tactical small utility. Actually, I have a Crye SR pouch coming in for this. I did have a Toy Soldier replica one, but I wasn't really happy with it, so I broke down and bought a Crye one. Tyr micro SOFI pack there, and then the 9x7x3. I was going to run a back panel, but I'm just going to keep it simple and just run hydro for the back plate bag there. So yeah, there's that. Let me go get my Mark 17 real quick. Here's the Mark 17 right now. I did get the Magpul PTS scar selectors. Really nice upgrade. I don't know if I did a video on these when I had my old Mark 17. But the main issue with the stock selectors is when you're running it from the left side, the right side selector would kind of lag up. But with this one, you don't really have an issue at all. It clicks into place way better than the stock selectors. And I like that the right side selector is lower profile, so if you grab the gun pretty high up, the selector is not going to mess with your trigger finger when you're operating like the magazine release or the trigger itself. I did get my sling put on here, the Emdem Gunslinger. I was trying to figure out various ways to actually mount the sling to where I could take it off easily and quickly. So I actually put the Daniel Defense QD up front. Otherwise I would have to like run it through here and it wouldn't be a quick detach. And I tried putting this thing in various places and it works best up front there. And then in the rear I just have the kind of like the QD strap adapter just wrapped around the stock. Pretty nice sling setup. Works as intended. I don't have any issues shouldering the rifle with the sling on it. But last thing I'll do to this is probably slap a LA5 PEQ 15 on it. So that'll be done pretty soon. And then I'll have to work on internals. Internally, when I got this, it has upgrades in it, but it was missing like the top row of screws in the gearbox, which I thought was really weird. And the wiring in the stock, there's a lot of breaks in the wiring, so I think I'm gonna have to like rewire the entire thing. So that's gonna be a project for a while. Right now I'm working on my real steel stuff, so this isn't a huge priority. But yeah, that's kind of an update on what I'm doing. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.